The only good thing about waking up before the sun, because like you can barely see me right now, it's that dark, is sunrise. So instead of waking up super early for no reason, I'm being angry all day that I didn't get enough sleep. I was like, you know what? I've always been missing the sunrise lately, because usually like I wake up early, but it's still not even early enough to see the sunrise, like to see the whole thing. And usually Gus has gone to work, so I don't get a chance, even if I do wake up in time, to like go down to the beach. So he doesn't start until 8, which means he'll leave the house at about 7. So I'm going to go and watch the sunrise. And interestingly, like I'm really doing this for my sleep tonight, but interestingly, when you watch the sunrise, then that night you should get better sleep because your body's getting the right light cues at the right time. Like, she's not helping, but neither is your phone in the morning. So anyway, we do it to ourselves. And I'm like on my phone. Well, not even on my phone, on my computer mostly, like a lot. And then I'm on my phone at night because then I try to meditate and I try to use my phone to meditate. Anyway, so what I use is these bad boys, my Elton Johns. And they help to block out as much blue light as possible. I'm actually pretty sure that they block out 100%. But they're only blocking out 100% of what goes here. Most of our light receptors are in our eyes, but they're also on our skin too. So sometimes your skin can still tell that you're on your phone. Am I not like just full of cool facts? Anyway, today I'm actually going flying to Wagga Wagga this afternoon to do a nutrition seminar. So, yeah, I didn't want to wake up early if I could avoid it, but I will not let, I was going to say my body win. No, I love my body. I will not let it stand in my way today. I'm going to make the most of the day, and that way I know I'm going to get better sleep tonight, and hopefully I will be refreshed and ready for my nutrition seminar tonight. I'll see you soon. So, whoa, I thought you'd be able to see me. Hello. So I just got to the beach. I'm just going to listen to this morning's meditation, which is Raise Your Vibration, 10 minutes long, just in case I miss the start of the sunrise. And I'll catch you when I'm finished. So I popped my jumper on, just finished my meditation. I've got my detox and de-stress tea that I brewed in my giant Luxie cup. And I'm going to take a book I found here, which is not normally my journal, but I had a book. So yay, because I was like, oh, bummer, I didn't bring my journal. I would have loved to journal on the beach. They are the most magical journaling experiences, honestly, on the beach, especially when like no one's around because there's like hardly anyone. So I'm going to take this down there. I'm going to journal. And I'm just going to soak up the vibes, to be honest, and just raise my vibration, ground myself, pull all of the bad energy out of my system,
and share it with the ground. Let nature have it and just have a cracking day. So I'll see you when I'm finished journaling. Okay, on the one hand, I am seriously tired right now. Like, you know, when you have that like tired headache, I think it's actually, I don't know if it's called adenosine. You know, like sleep pressure that it builds up over the day. Actually, you might not know this. Pretty sure it's called adenosine. Okay, I legit just Googled it just to be sure. And I am correct. Oh my God, you can never see this. It's too bright. Adenosine is a sleep pressure hormone. So I feel like I've just got this like pressure in my head. Not that it translates to like physical pressure, but I'm tired. But on the flip side, I have so far meditated, journaled, had my teas, watched the sunrise, come back, like posted and packed all of my tea orders from yesterday, delivered them already on the way to drop Billy to daycare, and trained, like my new FlowFit program that's coming really soon. And it's not even 9:30. So I think I've done a good job with the day, considering the fact that I woke up at 4 a.m. But I wanted to show something really cool because I was doing my new workouts, and to be fair, I've been training more than I normally would because I'm so pumped about trialing all the new FlowFit programs, like the training programs. Like I wrote these myself. I'm really loving them. Like I think I did a pretty good job. And today I was testing one of the full body days. Loved it. Like it was pretty like tough, but I am in my late second half. So that makes sense that because normally I wouldn't do the full body days. Normally it would be a slow flow day today, and I might go for a walk, do some stretches, yoga, Pilates, that kind of a vibe. But today I did a full body workout because I have a time limit on like how quickly I need to test these to make sure before I film all the new exercises and all the like tutorials that it's the right program that I actually want to film and all the right exercises. But interestingly, like I was quite tired. So what I did was I only did 2 rounds. Normally I recommend 3 rounds, sometimes 4 rounds, but it depends on like how fit you are and how much you want to do. Like some people like to just keep it a bit heavy anyway, so they might only do 3 rounds. But I only did 2 because like my body was like, D, you did heavy, you did good. That's enough, because I was getting a bit tired and I was like, I haven't had that much sleep. And I was like, you know what, 25 minutes is still better than nothing. And 25 minutes is still a workout. So like, I'm happy with that. I'm good. And like I said, I'm in my late second half. So I checked on my app to see what my app said. And my period is coming in apparently 4 days. And it's probably a day off. You can see there that basically it says, in 4 days, that's when I'll get my period, and then I should get it on Saturday. Well, my friends, I love the Flow app, don't get me wrong, but you've got to remember that every person is different. And I know, even though it's telling me that I ovulated last Friday, actually I ovulated last Sunday, and this is how I know. So my Aura ring, I use, and then I connect it to my phone, and my phone tells me the differences in my temperature. So can you see where I've got the white line, let me just put it in front of my face, maybe it'll focus it on it. Where I've got my white line, that's where my temperature is low, and then the next day it starts to go up. So when it starts to go up and then consistently rise, that's when you know that you've ovulated, because it's progesterone, which is what comes out of the little sac. So when the sac opens up, it releases an egg, and then there's like fluid in there. Let's like just say that fluid basically is like progesterone. It's like the juice around your egg in that little sac is like progesterone. And that's the hormone that gives us our confidence and our energy. It balances out our mood, and it improves all PMS symptoms. So when we don't have enough progesterone and there's not enough that's filled the sac around that egg, then when it breaks open, like you're going to feel pretty shitty. Like, so once you ovulate, you'll feel like PMS symptoms, like you might feel moody and have really bad pain, feel super tired and have no motivation to do anything. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. So I can see, because progesterone is what increases my temperature, I can see that I've got a good amount of progesterone coming through. So from that Sunday, so I must have ovulated on that Sunday, because then as of Monday, my temperature rises about 0.3 degrees, and then it goes all the way up. So it goes from about -2 degrees to +5 degrees. So that's about a 0.7 degree increase. And normally you're only needing a 0.5 increase from your basal body temperature to figure out whether or not you've ovulated. So you'll get a 0.5 degree increase of your basal body temperature. But taking it consistently to know, okay, is it just high today? Was I just super warm last night? Or this morning, depending on what time you take your temperature? It's good to take it consistently, because then okay, I definitely ovulated. Like, that to me is definitely ovulated. But what's really interesting is that as much as the Flow app is probably accurate in terms of like when I'll get my period, I'll probably get it on Sunday, to be honest. Maybe Saturday if it comes a little bit early, but probably Sunday. What's a massive thing, it's a big deal, the fact that my Flow app, my period tracker, is correct as to the day that I will get my period, or thereabouts. However, it is off by 2 days as to when I will ovulate. So I have a slightly longer follicular phase than 28, like the 28-day cycle, a perfect 28-day cycle. Does that matter in the big scheme of things? Not at all. I have a very healthy cycle now. Before, I hardly ever got my period. That was stressful. That was irregular. Now I have very regular cycles. However, in the big scheme of things, it absolutely matters if I am trying to fall pregnant or not trying to fall pregnant. So let's say, for example, I was trying not to fall pregnant, which Gus and I have not used contraception, like any form of contraception, for since Billy was born, which would probably be a massive shock to people, because I've been trying not to fall pregnant. I haven't been on the pill. I haven't used anything. I just know how to track my cycle. But let's say I didn't understand the body temperature fluctuations. The problem with that is that if I then was trying not to fall pregnant, let's say I abstained from sex until the day after I thought I was going to ovulate according to my app, and then I was like, okay, well, it's been like 2 days now, so I should be good. That 2 days could be the difference between the Friday when I thought I ovulated based on my app, and then the Sunday that I actually ovulated, which would be like prime time for me to fall pregnant. So this is why it's really important not only to use period trackers to help you estimate when you're going to ovulate and when you're going to have your period, just to give you like a little bit of a guide as to what's going on in your life. And it's good to be able to check and monitor, what's my cycle like this month? What was it like last month? I mean, we've got so many things to deal with and think about. Do we really think we're going to remember exactly when our period was if we just do it from off the top of our heads? Absolutely not. So that's why I love using the Flow app. It's by far my favorite. But the problem is that if we don't understand our own bodies, which are very different to just the standard, regular, everyday person, because everybody's different, well, we will either miss our window of opportunity should we want to fall pregnant, or we might accidentally fall pregnant if we're trying not to. I hope that makes sense. It also makes a difference if you're trying to fall pregnant, because let's say, for example, look, not that we're doing this, but if somebody really wanted to fall pregnant, they would probably be trying to have sex. Let's say that they knew that they ovulated, or the woman knows that she ovulates on a Friday. They would be trying to have sex from basically the Monday to the Saturday, like just gung-ho at it, right? However, let's say you got to Saturday and, either partner was like, let's just give it a break today. Let's just take the day off. Let's just relax. Let's say it was Saturday or Sunday that they did that, right? Those are the prime days. If they're trying to fall pregnant, then they've done all this hard work, all this prep work to try and fall pregnant in the lead up to ovulation. But then if they get to that time period where they're actually ovulating and they thought that they weren't, I say they because it's a team effort, then that might mean that they think that they can't fall pregnant, or they think that they're infertile, but really they just don't know how to track their cycles and track their ovulation. So it's a big, big deal. Anyway, I wanted to share that nugget and bust that myth. So you guys weren't spending time either, just getting it wrong. I highly recommend getting something like an Aura ring. It's like a $300 investment once off, and it is so easy. It's you could wear it all day if you want it on your, on your finger. I love it. I think it's so simple. It doesn't emit as much EMF as other tools do. So it gathers all your data and collects all your data, and then only intermittently through the night does it send it to your phone. But it can just gather it all up if you want. And you could even leave it on airplane mode all night long, because I'm really like big on this. Like, I don't have my phone in my room when I'm sleeping. I turn it off. I put it in the kitchen. So does Gus, unless he has to have an alarm for work. And yeah, I turn it off onto airplane mode, but it still collects my data. And then in the morning, I turn it off airplane mode, pair it with my phone, and then see what my sleep was. I'm telling you guys, by the way, I have no investment financial interest in Aura. I just absolutely love how easy their technology is to use. So guys, I would highly recommend that you get on top of not only getting a period tracker to get estimates, but to then confirm that yourself with your body knowledge by getting something like an Aura ring. So here is my beautiful calendar, and here was the day that I thought I was going to ovulate based on my period tracker, but Sunday was the day that I actually ovulated.